Good morning, good morning, good morning. Let's see what we got going on today. Timelines are we picking up on? All right, we got Saturn, we got Taurus, we got 8. 8 is a lot about persistence and resilience. We got Taurus, stubborn for sure here. We got Saturn, we got structure and control. Something going on with the rings of communication and the way communication travels going on here. Cords are starting to be severed in these areas, right? There's a masculine here. They're focused on romance, trying to make some flight or movement towards this. Look, I don't make this up, y'all. This is how they come out, right? They're at a major crossroads right now. Let's get some past life energies. What are some of the past life energies that we are picking up on this timeline? By that I mean it's happened multiple times and it's like happening again in this timeline. That's how you'll know if this reading relates to you, is you'll pick up the energies off the past life part, right? Realize I've never explained it. I tried to. I don't think, like, when I tried to explain it, I don't feel like it makes much sense. But yes. So, like, if someone pops up in this timeline, that someone's been in your timeline before, they're here again. This is why they're doing this. This is why they're here. Alright, this is a rough one. I pick up a clash of spirituality, right? A lot of lessons and blessings that you learn from this person. They're here to guide you as certain aspects of your timeline. I got Asia and I got knighthood here, right? You know, you could have a strong pull towards Asian culture. You might not even understand why. It could be something as simple as anime and like the honor codes that they have in anime, or someone who's into that kind of stuff. It's because you have a fragment of a past life that's come from there. Be surprised how far the Europeans and shit got around, man. All them colonies. Sorry, but this is a big past life this time. We have got a lot going on here today. I kind of get the sense. Alright, so this is going to be crazy, but I just said we get the missionaries here, right? Or colonists. I get something along those lines in Asia, right? Asia's suffering here. There's a lot to do with food and hunger and children. Children are starving. People are starving, right? This whole line. Right? Alright. So on this side we got Asia. We got food and hunger with the baby card here, right? So there's a lot going on with like some sort of famine or something's going on here, right? Spirituality and religion, trust and faith, and the angels intervene, right? But when they do this, they bring a lot of lessons and blessings. There's something along the lines of an orphan, right? whatever the energy on this side is. I get with knighthood and the wars and battles, I'm definitely picking up a masculine on this side, so this is more his timeline. So this person was an orphan, right? They carry a lot of phobias from this life. Could be a lot of like abandonment issues, right? But they came offering health and met wars and battles. And I get a strong sense that the wars and the battles were over religion and spirituality, right? And this person, another reason I'm getting missionary, is like this person was trying to bring lessons and blessings, right? But that's not how it was taken, right? It ended up causing wars and battles in the area. Can we go ahead and just keep doing a past life for y'all? Excuse me, y'all. I get the sense that this is actually two masculines here, right? So you've got this one on this side with the spirituality and religion. You got this one on this side, but this person also had some sort of high standing in this culture, right? And I get that they were extremely spiritual and extremely religious, and they could have been to the point, like more towards like, I don't know, it's Asia, so like Buddhism and Hinduism, right? But still a real soft spirituality, very similar to Christianity. That's what they were both trying to bring, right? I don't know, it was like that soft energy to it, right? But it was hard times, unfortunately, right? When there's famine and hunger, right? It's a ticking time bomb, and that's what it's showing here. There was a pressure of this ticking time bomb, right? That they both kind of saw coming, right? They're like, dude, they're like, this place is just gonna go to hell. And famine in one area, especially in the colonial times, would have been famine in all the rest of the colonies too, especially in Asia with the rice problem, with the rice. Yeah, there you go. Enter the feminine. Hmm. Wasn't that interesting? Said missionaries, right? Not a knight, right? Why? Because a traveling army wouldn't travel with what? A wife, right? This person traveled a distance. There's some sort of defense that was over here. She was considered like a queen of cups, a very nurturing energy, right? This card came out. True love never dies in reverse. And I kind of like how she's holding the string here. And then it just made this Four of Pentacles foundation make a little bit more sense. Well, it's always her fault, isn't it? All right. What'd she do? I didn't have to do anything. Hmm. Definitely, we have the Ten of Cups here. But we also have the Seven of Swords. And I like this Five of Pentacles, right? It's somebody's left out in the cold, but I've always got like this paranoia vibe off of those two bullet shots there. get that tension line starting to build up, right? Right, because they came bringing relief from this famine, but now all of a sudden there's all this weird energy in between the two sides. Between the two main masculines involved in dealing with it all. Ah, we got rite of passage here. What? This is what the divine intervention is all about. And I get the Queen of Swords is an earth angel, and I hate to break it up, but like break it to some people, but like, at least in my side of my view of it, earth angels, like especially the divine masculines, a lot of them are angels, but if angels fell to earth, like there was a few that fell over war and stuff, but most of them fell over females, right? So that's the rite of passage in each lifetime for them. Nine of Cups, right? Like how her eyes are crying, kind of like those bullet wounds. Like it's 10 of Cups, 9 of Cups. It's like it could be heaven, but we got these wars and battles. What happened to cause the wars and battles? Yeah, King of Wands with the Medusa on it right there. I don't know if this is a rejection from a female. I don't know why. You can just get those Arthur Lancelot vibes, right? A little cheesy, but okay. Humans have been notoriously dramatic. Don't even think you weren't either. Yep. Alright, King of Wands, Joker. What did they do? What happened here? I get that they made a move. King of Wands here. We have the King of Wands Joker here, which means that they're the person playing the games, right? And I get Dark Hearts, but then you got the Ace of Cups right after it. Of someone who comes off as dark-hearted because they're very defensive against their heart, especially when it comes to, I get when it comes to females. Yeah, someone's was very defensive over their heart, and they offered it and got rejected. They offered it and got rejected. Maybe she wasn't with anybody. Maybe she was just traveling with the group. But she definitely came with this side. $14. I apologize for the cat, man. That is not mine. Wow, that's a lot. All right, well, let's get a quick tarot on what this has to do now. If that resonated with you, right? We're going to see what the shadow is in this lifetime and the storyline a bit for this lifetime. Someone feels alone in the world. Someone feels alone in the world right now, right? Even if they're surrounded by people, right? Is diving into a lot of shamanic and healing wisdom, or it's time to. Whenever I get this card too, it's kind of yeah, older magic, right? Calmer magic, right? It's a grace magic, right? It's well, yeah, it's for older people. It's for aging. It's for accepting aging type deal, right? You know, stop beating yourself up over it, right? Time happens to everybody. It's the one contract we all signed when we got here. So there's some ancient healing that you can get into to keep yourself feeling and looking younger if you want to. I mean, it is out there, right? There's still a whole lot more you don't know than you do know, right? So it's time to start focusing on that. The regular cards, yeah. Let's get a 3D 45D on this. So what's going down in 2022? Because that's some dramatic stuff y'all pulling from a past life. But it's like, whenever I hear Tale as Old as Time, and it's like, I don't know, but instead of Beauty and the Beast, you get more of like Helen of Troy. I didn't get a sense it was quite that dramatic, though. 1010 could be a big number for today. Oh, I hope you can't hear that thing. We definitely got a King and a Cup and a High Priestess here. The Hermit. The Hierophant. Yeah. I get this Five of Pentacles out in the cold but paranoid type of energy, right? I don't know. Whenever I see this card, I get like almost like those two eyes crying in the other card. Someone's trying to see, or trying to make some moves, or trying to do something to bring union between two energies, right? Three of Wands. Trying to figure it out, trying to see where the doorway is, right? I get they sense a Ten of Pentacles, right? I got that they've been bitten by this energy, and it's all they can focus on now. I get a King of Cups who's trying to make a move. This is on the 40 telepathic connection. This is what they're thinking about all the time, right? They're the King of Cups. They're trying to make a move towards this High Priestess, right? They are in a hermit mode right now, but they are trying to figure out how to overcome some skills, right? They're working on something, and they're working on all these little interferences, right? These are somebody who's stuck with like a whole bunch of strings on them, right? At least mentally, they're pulled in a lot of different directions. They have a lot of like different energy or buzzing, I get, right? It's definitely going to be a need for a death in order for a rebirth to happen here. There's definitely phases and secrets happening here. Whatever's going on has been a phase for this person, right? There's phase and there's secrets and there's things that has to change if they want to move on forward out of this type of energy, right? You got this 10 of Pentacles here, but it comes with moving on from the past, right? And it's not a matter of moving on from the past and totally forgetting it. You're never going to totally forget the past. What's that famous line? Scars remind us that the past is real, right? It's time to burden responsibilities, right? And I always get, with the Hierophant, I always get pay attention to who's watching you. Someone is focusing on trying to release the past, right? They're trying to operate from a heart-based center and feel that connection again, right? They're having some battles and stuff that they're having to deal with, right? That they have to get through before they can make any moves, right? And they're kind of backed into a corner at this point, right? They're like, I guess they feel like they're in between a rock and a hard place, right? We got this Knight of Cups, Devil, and Judgment. Person's trapped by some sort of devil energy. Yeah, they're trapped behind some sort of devil energy, and there's judgment coming because here you got the Eight of Wands, and then they're trapped, and then you got judgment and justice going on. And then the Two of Cups. That's the phobia that comes from the past lives. Someone is terrified of rejection. Some sort of rejection in a past life caused hail. I mean, not just for the person, but for like an entire freaking region type of energy, right? Like, it caused all kinds of hell. Like, and then, like, that was never anybody's intent in the beginning. You know what I'm saying? It wasn't their intent in the beginning. That's traumatic. That's a lot of trauma to carry from a past life. But we do have to understand that we don't have to live. Like, I get all those timelines are happening simultaneously, right? It's like time. I don't want to. I'm going to lose subscribers if I get too deep into this. But we're here to clear this karma from these past lives. That's what we came to do. Right? We came to clear the karma. That's what you volunteered to do. If you feel like you are a star seed, earth angel, Pleiadian, Arcturian, Sirius, whatever, like if you think you're like a projected alien, you're a walk-in. I don't care what you think you are. If that's what you believe, then you believe you came here for a purpose, and that is the whole purpose. What? Releasing past karma. Recognizing that that's an irrational fear. And time to, work on moving past that, right? It's a time of focusing on your own healing energy and wisdom and understanding that you only know 10% of what's going on at any given time, right? If you want to know more, you're going to have to learn more. Blessed be all those who walk these weird and winding paths with me. I love y'all, and I'm back as soon as I can, I promise.